We have a follow-up now to one of our What's Good stories. When I-95 shut down in Virginia during a storm earlier this month, a truck driver, Giancarlo Gachet, shared his meal with a fellow driver. And that meal happened to be a Jimmy Dean breakfast bowl. Now Jimmy Dean is rewarding him with a year's supply of breakfast, along with a generous donation of 100,000 breakfasts to Feeding America. That truck driver joining us right now, along with Jimmy Dean Senior Director Scott Glenn. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Morning, Adrian.
Good morning. Giancarlo, when did you find out about the year's supply of breakfast?
I found out about a couple days after everyone was reaching out saying, hey, give this guy a sponsorship or something. But it was great hearing from them reaching out.
Yeah, it had to be a bit of a surprise, a kind of a domino effect to show how really it does pay to pay it forward, to do nice things for people. Scott, you know, when you heard about this, I'm sure like so many of us watching at home, you thought, oh my gosh, how miserable, but how nice it was that someone could make a hot meal for another person.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I think we can all say that being stuck on 95 all night is not an ideal way to start the day. And we think a warm breakfast is an ideal way to start the day. And so when you had a guy like Giancarlo say, I'm in this situation, potentially stressful, late, trying to make a delivery, and looks across his dash there and sees the driver and says, there's a small way I know I can make this a little bit more ideal. We're all stuck in it together, but I'm gonna make this just a perfect start for this person with a warm breakfast.
And
that touched us.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, please.
No, I thought that was a good way to think about it, you know, and I think, Giancarlo, you might have said this, you know, we're all stuck in this together. This is the time when people's tempers flare. This is when people kind of lose it because it's so frustrating and nobody was moving for hours. I mean, almost a day for some people stuck on the roadway in very, very cold conditions with fears of running out of gas. And this was just a bright spot from a very dark story, a sad story. So, Giancarlo, what do you plan on doing with all of that food?
I already had a lot of family and friends saying, hey, where's my Jimmy Dean sandwich or breakfast bowl? So I'm definitely going to be giving that to them. For the most part, I'll eat one here and there, but I definitely can't, you know, save a whole year's supply for myself. That's for sure.
No, but I think it might be cool to see that you could maybe make another hot meal for somebody and watch the reaction on their face. You could start a movement. Scott, you know, it really is a different and difficult time for a lot of companies, a lot of corporations. We're seeing it in the news. We're seeing it with all the changes and having to pivot. But how important was it for you to kind of make this statement and say, you know what, we do care about taking care of one another?
Oh, no, absolutely. I think what Giancarlo could do for one, we could do for many. And that's why not only do we want to take care of him and say thanks for doing what you're doing and bring a little bit more sunshine into the world, but that's why our donation to Feeding America was so important. Because as you say, as a corporation, we have the power to do that. So what Giancarlo could do for one, we can do for many, and we're so proud to do it in his name.
Yeah, and there are a lot of families across America with food insecurities, and they certainly do appreciate those special treats. I remember when I was a kid, it was a special treat to have a frozen meal for some of the times that we were in as a family with 7 kids. But Giancarlo and Scott, thank you so much for being with us. Giancarlo, do you have any final thoughts? Maybe tell other people to do something nice for a neighbor?
Yes, first of all, I'm very grateful for the donation that Jimmy Dean offered. It means the world to me to be able to provide food for the hungry people. And yeah, just, you know, keep being kind to others, reach out when others need help in situations, especially like that one. Doesn't happen too often, but thank you for having me again.
Absolutely. Thank you both for being a part of this telling of the story, to say, hey, whatever happened to that truck driver who gave that breakfast to somebody and that cup of juice? I'll never forget. Giancarlo says, yes, I just decided to heat up a Jimmy Dean breakfast bowl and give them a cup of juice. And I know they appreciated it. Thank you, Giancarlo. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Keep doing good. Keep doing good to those you know. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.